And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. I don't think I'll ever get tired of saying that. That's like one of my favorite things to say. And maybe one day I'll actually put it on a t-shirt or something. But hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday evening. I had a fairly eventful weekend. I went to my first ever Comic-Con event in Atlanta. It was the Fandemic Tour. I just posted a video about that, so feel free to check it out if you have not yet. But I'm here to hang out and answer questions. Very chill, very laid back. Very excited to just hang out and talk with you guys, talk about life, talk about movies, food, whatever you want to talk about. I love doing these things. So thank you for being here. If you're on the replay as well, I do appreciate it. But make sure to hit the like button. It helps out with the algorithm. That's another thing I should put on a t-shirt one day. That made me laugh for some reason. And I'm going to throw up this banner as well right here. Boom. Feel free to send in super chats to support the channel, but also guarantee I get your question or comment because sometimes a lot of them pile in. I get lost in translation trying to look through them. Sometimes I can't really get to every single one of them. So if you want to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, or concern, super chat is the way to go. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into these things. Also, peep, anything in the background new? Let me know if you notice it. But Mad Titan, hello there. Welcome in. Loving the Batman and Punisher art. First person to notice it. Yeah, right here. It's some new additions to the collection, to quote General Grievous, but big fan of it. And if you want to find out where I got that, check out my most recent YouTube video or follow the Instagram. I posted about it on my story. Isla's in here. What's going on? How was Fandemic Con? I know Seb and John canceled, but did you meet anyone else? What did you buy? And then I see she said, never mind. I saw you posted a video about it. Excuse me, watching it now. Yes. So I do have a video I just posted about. It's a little more in-depth, and Cam, who my girlfriend Cam, she's going to have a video out as well that goes a little more in-depth because mine isn't as in-depth as it should have been, honestly. But it was still really cool, a lot of fun, a lot of people there, so it could be overwhelming at times, you know, crowds and all that jazz. But we did meet someone, and we met someone. I'll reveal it later in the stream, but we met somebody. It's also in the video if you've seen it, so I'm sure it'll come up at some point in the chats. Alex is in here saying, hey, Chris, happy Sunday. Also, nice haircut you got there. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I got it cut last week. It had been months. I have not gotten it cut since December. So that's the longest I'd ever gone in my life without a haircut. And it was long overdue. Can't believe Moon Knight is in 10 days. Yeah, it's wild. I have that written on my whiteboard right here. Moon Knight in 10 days. I'm ready. You know, I'm ready for consistent MCU content on a weekly basis to feel a sense of organization. And it almost will feel like the world is right again because we got so many MCU shows last year. Every week, it was like I had something to look forward to every single Wednesday. I wish it was Friday, by the way, because that's how the OG shows were, WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier. But for some reason, they changed it. Life goes on. But I really wish that these were coming out on Friday. We're going to have some overlap in the summer with Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan, so that should be interesting. But yes, 10 days. 10 days. Can't wait. Hello, Ira. Hello, The View with Drew. Stranger Boy, what's good? Network 98. We got Reagan Talks Movies. I love the new profile picture, man. I'm glad that our advice could be of help. I love the little gauntlet, the Grogu, the shirt. You're rocking it, man. I dig it. I dig it. All right. Since the Batman and No Way Home have already released, I think it's time to cap on with Multiverse of Madness. What is your theory coming up with this movie? My theory with this movie is that we will see. I think Wolverine's going to show up. I got a feeling Wolverine's going to show up. I don't have any anything to base that off of, but the fact that I think Deadpool's going to be in this, I think we'll see Wolverine. That's my bold prediction. I feel like with this movie more than others, it's not really predicting like actual plot points. It's more predicting like who could show up. So that's what I'm rolling with here. Anyway, let's see. Anders, what's going on? Flicks Critic, what's good? Archer, how you doing? Network 98 says favorite and least favorite NFL team. I'm going to say, you know, I I live in Georgia and the Falcons do exist. Trust me. And I was a Falcons fan for like one season in like 2012 growing up. And, you know, I haven't really cared for them since too much. They're not really my team. I don't really have an NFL team. College football till the day I die is my thing. And a diehard Georgia Bulldogs football fan. And so that's what I pour my like blood, sweat, and tears into for football is college football. NFL, like, least favorite, it's probably the Cowboys, or, you know, I hated the Patriots growing up just because I had friends who were Patriots fans and I saw them win all the time. So I don't care for the Patriots or the Cowboys. Favorite, again, it's more like players. I really like to root for players. So, you know, I love Joe Burrow. It was cool to see him. I love Matthew Stafford because he played at Georgia, my favorite college football team. So it was cool to see him finally get that ring after years of playing in Detroit. It was much, you know, long overdue, well-deserved. There's a great commercial going around right now for those watching March Madness where he kind of pokes fun at it. It's one of my favorite commercials on TV easily. So yeah, love that guy, Matthew Stafford. I mean, he's probably, I might have to say, like, I liked the Lions when he was on them, but they were never contenders. And then he goes to the Rams and they win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty dope if you ask me. Let's see. What age do you think would be good for a Comic-Con? I mean, like, I think any age, but if you're too young, it's going to be like not cool because you can't really see anything. Like if you're young, like under the age of 10 years old, I feel like it might be pointless because you literally are so, like, everyone there is so tall, you won't be able to see any like of the cool stuff. You get like lost, honestly, in the crowd. So like, I mean, like 13 to 12, 13, something like, I feel like any age really you can go to one though. I've never, I mean, there's a fair amount of kids there, now that I think about it, they're like with their parents or with older siblings. So any age pretty much, depending on the size. I'm not the person to ask really, because I've been to one, but I can imagine the big ones like the San Diego Comic-Con being really overwhelming to a young child. But yeah, I think, any age is fine, like middle school, even late elementary school. Ash, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Jake. Remember the question about what if Taco Bell made a movie? How could I forget? How could I forget that question? That was asked in like 10 streams in a row, or I don't even know. It became a gag on the channel where like every single time, I had a stream, someone would ask, what if Taco Bell made a movie? I don't even know why it was a thing. I think Taco Bell might actually be in the chat. Let me find that real quick. We got Taco Bell and Burger King making their returns to the chat. Welcome in. Never forget when we had like everyone. Is Tobin Bell in here as well? We got Tobin in here. We got Jigsaw in here, guys. You love to see it. The OGs are making a return to the stream. Oh, that's awesome. I might have met someone related to Jigsaw in a way. So check out my recent video. Certain, what's going on? The name change. I saw that on Instagram. CV Movies. It's new. It's going to take a second to get used to, but I like the new profile picture quite a bit, my friend. You'll always be CV or Certain Vids in my mind, but CV, you just spell it differently, so I get it. Little rebrand doesn't hurt anybody. What are your top 3 best movie posters of all time? Great question. I honestly, like, that's a tough one for real, but I think one of my favorites has to be the Back to the Future movie poster. It's it used to be right here. It's going to be on the other wall now. I might alternate, but like these posters are so clean, or the pieces of art I got. But the Back to the Future one has to be on that list. I honestly would throw a bone in for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I got it on this wall. It's just such an homage to the classic Hollywood cinema posters, like the 1960s, but it's got Leo and Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, like some of the coolest movie stars ever on it. So I'd say that. And then Marvel-wise, honestly, not even Marvel. The Return of the Jedi poster is so dope with Luke and Vader looming in the background, and you got Han and Leia. I mean, that's great. Like the whole original trilogy of posters, some of the best posters out there. So got to go with that. What are your thoughts on Andrew winning Best Superhero? I personally think Tom should have won because he got more screen time. I didn't know this was a thing until like a few days ago, and I saw he won, and like it doesn't really bother me because I think he really carried No Way Home in a way. Like I think that he gives the best performance of the 3 Spider-Men in that movie, and he brought his A game. Like I'm not saying the other 2 didn't. Like obviously they did. Tom brought me to tears almost when Aunt May died, and he breaks down. It's really well acted, and he's killing it in the entire movie. But Andrew, it feels personal to him because he didn't get that 3rd movie. So he was like, all right, I'm going to show everybody I should have got that 3rd movie. It's like when someone's doubted in sports and they're like the underdog and they have that story. That's kind of like Andrew in this movie. So love what they did with him and love the way he acted it. He had such a well-written role in the movie too. Just like the callbacks and the improvisations he was responsible for creating, like on the behind the scenes featurettes. So I absolutely love Andrew as an actor. I got Tick Tick Boom poster right here, and he deserves it in my opinion. But if that award, if it comes out, I guess, what am I trying to say? Next season, I guess, I think Pattinson should win for the Batman. I don't even need to watch anything else this year. Pattinson or bust. I got him right here, by the way. The guy. But there's 28 of you in here. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. 30 now. Make sure to hit the like button. It helps out with the algorithm. If you want to guarantee I get your question, comment, or concern, Super Chat is the way to go, and it's also a way to help support the channel. And if you're here on the replay, welcome in. I know Max the GOAT, Max Talks Movies, is probably in here on the replay, so shout out Max. Yeah, welcome into the chat. Yeah, if you guys are new here, let me know, and I will I'll say hello because there's a lot of new names in the chat. I dig it. Have I seen the movie X yet? I have not, but my friend Trevor from Film Geeks has. So if you want to hear some fresh thoughts on that movie, go subscribe to the channel Film Geeks. You can go to some of my recent videos, my Batman spoiler review. It's linked down below there. Film Geeks, and he watched it. He has an out of theater reaction on our channel. Go check that out. He's a big horror fan, so he is the guy to go to for that kind of stuff. So go check him out. Love your haircut. Thank you. I appreciate it. It always takes a while for me to get used to haircuts, and I never truly adore a haircut the way I want to. And that's like a toxic trait I have. I don't know why. I think there's one haircut I got and I loved it. And I wanted my hair to be like that forever. It was in July actually of last year. And I'm like, oh man, those were the glory days, that hairstyle. It's not that different from the one now, literally at all. My hair's a little more wavy right here, but those were the glory days of my hair, I guess, even though it literally looks the same. It's funny because most people would be like, oh, your hair looks identical. But to me, it's no, I know every little minor difference. CV Movies says, is there any movie you've seen a lot but you don't actually care for? That's a damn good question, certain. Yes. Yes. To answer your question, I would say I'm looking at my shelf right now. There's a few, and I'm blanking as I speak, but I'm really going to try and answer this for you real quick, a genuine answer. So I've seen the fourth Indiana Jones movie a lot of times, and I don't particularly love that movie as much as I used to. I mean, I saw it in theaters. I was like, this movie's the shit. And then I saw it more and more times. I was like, and I got older, and I'm like, it's definitely the worst Indiana Jones movie. It's flawed, but I still enjoy it. I don't particularly care for it. It's fine. But to answer that question, actually, I've seen a bunch I don't care for. Yeah, if I think of MCU movies, I've seen them all at least 2 or 3 times. And I've seen Thor the Dark World more times than I should have. I've seen that movie probably 4 times, which is, why have I seen it that many times? I don't know. I don't care for it. So that's my answer. Ira says, what are your expectations for Obi-Wan? I have extremely high expectations, but not in a sense of I want to see him dueling with his lightsaber every episode. That's not what my expectations are. My expectations are that it's an extremely, well, first of all, they need to establish the show out of the gate. They cannot do this thing that Disney Plus shows do where they veer off to some random story. And I'm basically subtweeting the Book of Boba Fett right now, where you basically waste everyone's time and then rush everything in the end. Please God, don't do that. So just have a clear direction for the show. Very simple storyline. And just make a really great, compelling arc for Obi-Wan. Kind of bridging the gap between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. That's all you need to do. That's really all there is to it. And give us the duel. Give us the duel between Vader and Obi-Wan. I think you've teased it enough. If you don't have that, disappointment will be inevitable. So you kind of have to have that now, in my eyes. Let me go back up to the chat. Jacob says, what do you think of Darth Maul not being an Obi-Wan? I'm honestly fine with it. I tweeted out, I was like, it's outrageous. It's unfair. But I just wanted to see another live action interaction between them. If you've seen Star Wars Rebels, there's a very fitting encounter. That's all I'll say. There's a very fitting encounter between the two of them in that kind of wraps up their story arc pretty well. So I don't think they need to even touch it in this show. I'd rather see Vader, especially with Hayden coming back. So love the new Punisher Pop. Thank you. Yeah, shout out Cam for getting that Punisher Pop. Big fan. I also saw the Chase Funko Pop where he's holding Daredevil's helmet at the con I was at yesterday. I refrained from getting it, and I'm very proud of myself for not, because it's a pretty penny to get that pop, and pops can be addicting to say the least. And I got to chill a little bit on them, just a little bit, because it can get pricey, and it's very addicting to buy those Funko Pops. So kind of chilling for a second on pops. I know there's some cool ones coming out for No Way Home soon. I'm kind of saving for that when we get a 3-pack of the Spider-Man. Love the way it turned out. Well, absolutely, man. I'm glad, change is good, and I dig it. I dig it. Drew's in here. What's good, Drew? Hope you're doing well. I saw you yesterday. The Funko Pop King right here. This guy owns the most Funko Pops out of anyone I think I've ever had an actual inhuman personal encounter with. Because I know top pops and these YouTubers who have a ton. I don't know them, but Drew has my pops. This is nothing compared to his Funko Pop. So it's pretty wild. Let's see. Jason's in here. The man. Just popping to say, hey, I'm in another live stream currently. Tempted to go for the Batman and Dolby Digital Sound. It will be number 5 for the Batman. Do it, dude. Do it. You know, the movie's probably not going to hit $1 billion, which is fine. But like, it's coming to HBO Max in less than a month now, officially. I believe April 19th is the date. So take advantage of that, especially if you love it. And I know you do. You've been hitting me up saying you do. So definitely do it, man. Excuse me. I saw No Way Home that 5th time, and I was like, I'm really glad I went 5 times. It's a nice round off number. I'd be like, I've seen this movie 5 times in theater. It's my record. So yeah, do it, man. Do it. Absolutely. And I bet it's like rocking. I bet that's the Batmobile chasing is like so loud. I've only seen one movie in Dolby, and it was West Side Story. It sounded really great. Cam's in here. Hello there, Cam. Favorite and least favorite college football team? Favorite is Georgia, the Georgia Bulldogs. Go Dogs. My least favorite with ease is the Florida Gators. Shout out Aiden, one of the moderators on the channel. He's a Florida fan. With every fiber of my being, I despise the Florida Gators, and I always will. They're like our arch rival, and I hate their guts. Like their football team, hate their guts. And Auburn's a close second. I don't like Alabama at all, but Florida will always be like the devil. It's like genuinely awful. It's like terrible how much I hate them. Favorite kind of ramen? I don't really eat it that much, but probably just the straight up. Is there like an original or like probably that one? I really haven't had it that much. If you could wear any cosplay in a Comic-Con, what comes to mind? Honestly, Punisher. I mean, like just put on a vest, shave the sides of my head a little bit, and I'm good. I'm good to go. Maybe put a little fake blood on my face. I'd rock with that. Why do I think Wolverine's going to show up? Honestly, just because like I'm throwing stuff at the wall here. Like, I mean, honestly, the reason is because there's a Professor X variant in this movie that was confirmed in the trailer, and it's Patrick Stewart's voice. So I'm like, why not bring in another one of the OG X-Men and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine? And it can just be a variant. It would not taint his ending in Legacy. I was going to say his legacy in Logan, and I combined that to say Legacy. It wouldn't taint his legacy or his ending, in Logan, because it'd be a variant, so it would be fine. Scot-free, what happens to him in Logan happens to him in Logan, and this is a variant of Wolverine. It would be cool. Plus, I mean, he's also come into the X-Men movies and done cameos before, like very, very briefly in First Class, in Apocalypse. He's like got these tiny little roles where he barely even has any screen time. So I could see him doing it, and especially if they put him with like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, that'd be pretty awesome. If PTA got to direct a comic book movie, which character would you see him tackle? I would probably have to say Spider-Man, just because I like how he can do kind of coming of age vibes very well, especially in Licorice Pizza, Boogie Nights, and in certain aspects of Magnolia, I would say certain. And he can also do romance and Punch Drunk Love as well, I would say. So definitely, I could see him doing like a very different Spider-Man movie. Maggie's in here. Hello there. Welcome in, Maggie. Hope all is well. Hope your semester is going smooth, not too rough on you. And yeah, hope you're chilling. We need a Taco Bell movie starring Chris. Can Joe Keery star with me? That's the only requirement, because Joe Keery is the Taco Bell ad guy, or he was at one point, so we got to have him in there. Let's see. Steve Harvey's in here. Steve Harvey, you're a trending TikTok audio right now, my guy. Hope all is well. What's a classic movie you've yet to see but don't really care to? Great question, Carson. I would say that I don't care to see. Okay, straight up, I don't care to see A Clockwork Orange. I know it's a classic Kubrick movie. Double whammy, actually, of Kubrick here. This is going to upset some people, but 2001: A Space Odyssey and Clockwork Orange. I'll tell you why I don't really care to see them. So for Clockwork Orange, I've heard it's one of the most disturbing movies ever, and I just don't want to put myself through that. I also hear that it like taints the image of Singing in the Rain, and I don't want to do that to one of my favorite musicals, feel-good movies. So I'm just not going to touch that movie. It's probably not for me anyway. And also 2001: A Space Odyssey, because I've heard it's like technically brilliant and like a masterpiece and all that, but I know like in my heart of hearts what I like in movies and don't like, and that just seems like something I would not connect with. It would just be like it'd be a movie that I just am like, okay, I'm snoozing for this one. So I just don't see myself ever getting around to it. There's a lot of movies out there to watch. Someone said this recently. Actually, shout out to two people. One, I'm going on Brando Critic stream this week. I can't wait. It's been too long. I was watching the replay of his live stream with Sasha. Shout out Sasha. Go subscribe to both of them, Sasha Raquel and Brando Critic. And one of them said, I think it was Sasha, that like she got advice from someone at once that said you will never be able to watch every movie or read every book. And I was like, damn, that's kind of legit and accurate. And I kind of realized, I'm only 22 years old right now, but I was like, there's a lot of movies out there that I love that I've seen that I just don't rewatch. And it's like, I need to give myself, like, I need to watch things I enjoy instead of watching things that I probably won't like, but you never know. I'm not opposed to giving a movie a chance, but if I know based on people that I know saying things about movies that I won't probably like it. For example, Clockwork Orange, like I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it. And I don't care. Yes, it's deemed a classic and it's like, it could be good, but it's just probably not for me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with movies. I'm also on a comedy kick. I enjoy feel good comedy movies. I watched the Horrible Bosses movies for the first time and loved them both. Like really solid comedies. I watched Game Night. I'm on a Jason Bateman kick, so I might watch a Jason Bateman movie tonight to fill the gap between Ozark, which ends April 29th. Really hope it sticks the landing, and I think it will. But I'm on a Jason Bateman kick right now. Burnt Toast, what's good? Meters Reviews, how you doing, Ben? Love that you added that artwork in the background. Yes, been thinking recently that Thor: Love and Thunder is going to get delayed. Thoughts? Just thinking because no trailer yet. You bring up an interesting point. I don't think it will get delayed because I have hope that we're going to get a trailer by the end of the month, or first week of April. And I think they're really kind of holding off on marketing it fully yet because we still have, we've got Moon Knight coming in 10 days and Multiverse in May. So they're putting a little bit more into that. I guarantee almost, I can't say this because I don't work for Marvel, but I guarantee there'll probably be a trailer attached to Multiverse of Madness for sure. And that movie's going to do probably $1 billion plus worldwide. So all those eyes are going to see Thor: Love and Thunder, the Guardians. They're going to be like, oh yeah, let's go see that movie. So I think that, July is not the most competitive, especially with Black Adam moving. I think Thor: Love and Thunder will have a good position to make pretty much bags and bags at the movie theater. It's going to do $1 billion, I think. Or, it could do like 800 to 900 million. But Love and Thunder, I think, has the perfect release date and the perfect cast to be like that summer blockbuster that people go see 2-3 times in theaters. So we'll see what happens. But I think we'll get a trailer. Don't hold me to it. But manifest one in the chat right now that we get a trailer this week, actually. That would be dope if we got a trailer this week. Thoughts on Shia LaBeouf being cast as the main character in Spielberg's sequel to Steve McQueen's Bullet? Is this real? Like this, if this is real news, I love Bullet. Like I did not know this. Like I'm not trying to lie. Like I did not know. So hold on, I'm taking up. Let me gather my thoughts here. Steven Spielberg's sequel to Steve McQueen's Bullet. So Steven Spielberg is making a sequel film to the movie Bullet. Is Shia LaBeouf playing the main guy? Bullet? I mean, like, if he is, like, sign me the hell up for that. I did not know this. I was unaware. I love Bullet. It's got one of the best car chases ever. It's a movie I watched with my dad growing up. Steve McQueen, one of my favorite classic actors from back in the day. Shia LaBeouf, personal things aside, as an actor, he is phenomenal. So if this is legit, mark that as one of my actually top 3 most anticipated movie indefinitely, like regardless of release date. Like if that is real, like sign me up for that right now. Like that Bullet is so good. If you guys haven't seen it, give it a watch. It's got some crazy, it's a pretty wild movie. So check it out. Bullet, 1968. Did I get it right? Let's check. If it's not, it's either 1968 or 1965. Let's find out. 1968. My gut instinct was correct. But yeah, classic movie for sure. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Have I ever watched Survivor? I have never seen Survivor, not even a single episode. I know it's classic and all, classic TV show. Haven't seen it. CV's in here says, what are all the categories you think Warner Brothers could campaign Batman for? Obviously the technical stuff like cinematography and makeup, but I feel like best picture, best supporting actor for Dano, and best director for Reeves is possible. So technical stuff, I'm not even going to waste my breath talking about. It should get nominated for a lot of that. Genuinely, and I said this in my spoiler review with Trevor, who I'm plugging a lot. Go subscribe to Trevor from Film Geeks. But I was going to say genuinely, in my heart of hearts, and this is just my opinion now, I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for the Academy. I feel like most movies that are going to come out from today, March 20th, until the end of this year, I don't envision a world where there are 10 movies that are better than the Batman. I don't see it happening. I don't. So it's gonna be crazy if the Batman doesn't get nominated, especially if you look at their the Academy's history. They nominated Joker, which is a Warner Brothers movie. So I think the Batman is much better than Joker, and I like Joker a lot. I think this movie deserves a Best Picture nomination. I think it deserves. I don't honestly. I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't think it deserves any acting nominations. Pattinson was really good. I think Paul Dano was really good too, but I don't think he deserves a nomination. I do think that Matt Reeves deserves one for director, though. Maybe even a screenplay nom, but I can't really go with the acting category in that one. But picture, if it doesn't get nominated for Best Picture, that's insane to me. I think it's a better movie than Dune. You guys know how I feel about Dune. I have a hot take about Dune. I didn't like to talk about it, but I think it deserves a Best Picture nomination. Will it get one? Probably not. Probably not. Let's look at the facts, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. I get talking about the Oscars is the one thing that gets me like not my blood boiling, but it gets me like really kind of angered by their decision making. And I'll save it for another day. We got Doctor Strange in here. What's good, man? I see you're excited. Sorry, I can't. All I'm gonna say is Sam Raimi rocks. Sam Raimi does rock. Me and Wong enjoy your channel. Well, I appreciate it. So Wong's a Sorcerer Supreme now, though. So Wong's a step ahead, you buddy. So sorry about that, Steven. Oh man, Wong. I hope Wong doesn't die. I mean, they're setting up Wong in my eyes to like die in Multiverse of Madness, which would be pretty sad. Nathan says Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Modern Family or The Office. The Office for sure. I've seen episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I like it. I'm a big fan of The Lonely Island. I actually like love The Lonely Island in middle school. I did like a project for school in 8th grade where we had to like take the lyrics of a song and rewrite them to fit like a historical retelling. And I think I was doing like Christopher Columbus or something dumb. And I was like, me and some dudes were like, hey, let's do I'm on a Boat. And we did I'm on a Boat. And it was awesome. We actually won the one for my class. Like everyone was doing different songs. We won it for my class. And then like we had a competition in like first period of the day where like there was pods in our middle school. So like 3 to 4 teachers would teach the different subjects together. And there was like 3 of them. And like out of all the pods, like we won. That was a really fun project I did. I don't have the lyrics to it now, but like the instrumental version played, and we sang like the whole "I'm on a Boat" song to lyrics of a historical retelling of the expedition of Christopher Columbus. So that's a thing that exists somewhere in the multiverse. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's see. Where was I? Have I seen Constantine? I have not. I have not. Thank you for the support, though. I have not seen Dancing with the Stars either. I've seen like clips on YouTube, but I haven't seen it fully. Tristan's in here. What's good, man? The Movie Geek. What's going on, dude? Hope your Sunday is going well as well, and I hope the senior thesis film project is going smooth. I know you were in the editing stages of that, so I hope that is going well, man. Keep on trucking. I agree with this take. Don't spoil Multiverse of Madness. I mean, yes, and don't. Yeah, I got spoiled for No Way Home, and that made it seem less special. Yeah, this is more of a message to not even like movie reviewers or like fans, I would say, but like people who like legitimately leaked things online. I won't say who, but you know who, with a watermark on like images that were from the movie. Like that is like fireable. Like that person should be blacklisted from every major event. They should never be invited to. Like it makes me so angry. Borderline jail time. Borderline jail time. I know that's extreme, but like it sickens me that someone, a certain someone in the movie space, like posted some spoilers for No Way Home with a watermark. It infuriates me. Anyway, though, topic for another time, right? Actually, I think I've gone off about that before on live streams with my friend Trevor. It's like, what the hell are you thinking? Like, and then how is this person getting invited to events if they posted a leak of, I can talk about it now, of the 3 Spider-Men together and Daredevil? Those are the biggest like wow moments in that movie. And they posted them with the watermark. Like, I'm surprised that legal action wasn't taken and they didn't get their ass sued, but that's just me. Am I into the NBA? Not really. I was a lot more into it in like middle school when LeBron was. That was actually high school. It was 2016, I want to say, and it was when the Cavs played the Warriors, and LeBron LeBron came back. They were down 3-1. LeBron and Kyrie, that was a great series. So I'd probably say that was like the peak of my interest in the NBA. Favorite X-Men movie? So I'm going to go pure X-Men. I'm not going to say like a Wolverine movie or a Deadpool movie. So pure X-Men, I'm going to say Days of Future Past. Great movie. Mind-bending movie. Does it make sense? Maybe not, but it's pretty damn good. What do I think of the new Moon Knight TV spot? I actually, I caught a little bit of that. I haven't fully seen it. Wait, did I watch it? I watched it actually. I did watch it. It said in 10. That's the one that said in 10 days, right? Yeah, okay. I have seen that. I'm excited, and I was going to make a video about it, but I got caught up doing some other things today. Some kind of like reassessing. Today was like a break day for me. I posted a video, yes, but it was filmed yesterday. But I kind of need to just like deflate a little bit and just be like, okay, Sunday, I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to kind of like, what's it called? Refill the gas tank as we head into the month of April. So yeah, I have seen it. I'm excited as hell for that show, really. I mean, because I've said this in my recent video about Moon Knight and I've said it on streams a bunch. Moon Knight is the first show where a new character is being introduced to the MCU that's not a character we know. So it will almost feel, there will be more urgency, where these other shows can be lackadaisical in the way that they, start up and we waste 2 episodes. Like I think Moon Knight's going to hit it out of the gate. And we're just going to be more interested automatically as viewers because we don't know a damn thing about him. We haven't seen him in the MCU. So it's exciting stuff. It's really exciting stuff. And every review already is saying, oh, it's like Indiana Jones. And like, it probably is then, there's always that like, and I say it too, but like every time a movie comes out, there's a comparison that everyone says. And it's not, I don't even think it's on purpose. I think it just is it's so similar that everyone says it. And I'm trying to think of the most recent one. It was like it was the Batman, and everyone, including me, I was like, oh, it's like Prisoners and Seven. Like if you watch any review, I guarantee you 95% of them say that. And it's because it's a fact. It's because it is. Which that opens the flood door to a whole nother thing that pissed me off about that, which I'll get into that in a second, actually, if another question irks me too. But oh man, things that get me going on YouTube. Let's see. It was, you know what? I'm just going to talk about it if I find another question real quick. Hold on. So let's see. Basically, what I was going to say is there was this, when the Batman came out, there was a review or 2 posted well before like the review embargo. And like, it was so obvious that this person did not watch the movie. And like, there's a difference between, watching a movie early and dancing around spoilers, which could like, you have to do that, right? If you're reviewing it early, you can't spoil the movie. But there's also a way to like convey that you have seen the movie. And it was so obvious this person hadn't seen it. And it was a whole thing. It really like made me upset. And I don't know if, I'm not going to say who it is, but wow, it was something. Anyway, they've done it multiple times. I hope they get in trouble, like a studio or something, because it's just not cool at all. All right, back to where I was. Aaron's in here. What's good? Is there a movie that deserves either a proper remake or sequel that the original has aged well enough to deserve one? So I actually posed this to my girlfriend Cam. She disagrees strongly with me. I am not opposed to it though. They've been doing a lot of musical remakes lately. We got a new West Side Story. We got the adaptation of Dear Evan Hansen on the screen. It's inevitable that we get a bunch of movies, right? Of musicals. So I was like, you know what? This one's a classic. It won Best Picture. Let's get like one of these big time directors, like a Spielberg or someone who's got their passion in it, and let's do like a Sound of Music movie. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be that same time period. It can just be like a similar enough story with the same beats, and it can be like loosely inspired by it. Because I love the story of the Sound of Music, and I don't know if it's something you can recapture. It's just something that I'm not opposed to. Like some things are meant to be left alone. I get it. And there's always going to be, with any project, there's going to be a fandom of that project. It's like, oh, you can't touch this. Like recently I saw Josh Peck was on the BSS podcast with Dave Portnoy. And he was talking about how he was in Turner and Hooch. And there was like some people online that were like, this is outrageous. You can't touch Turner and Hooch. And then Josh Peck was like, it's not like it's The Godfather. It's a cute movie, but it's just Turner and Hooch, like I haven't even seen Turner and Hooch, by the way. I should probably watch it, but something like every single remake and all that, like it's not ever really necessary, but some of them you can do successfully. That kind of opens the door to another conversation where it's like, why can't we just make original movies? But, remakes are the thing now, so it's kind of inevitable. Anyway, that's kind of how I feel about it. But Sound of Music, I'm not opposed to. Back to the Future, I think, who was it? I think Sean Chandler made a pitch a while ago now, and I'd seen pitches online about a Back to the Future remake. You could do it, you could do it and go back to the 90s. Like, you could go from 2022 to 1992. I think that would mathematically be correct for 30 years. So it would work, but could they make it different enough and make it like great? I don't know. It's not going to have the same effect as the first one. If you were a superhero, what powers would you want? Probably the ability to basically open portals and walk into wherever I want to go, because I could just go anywhere I want right now in the world. I wouldn't want super strength. I wouldn't want to fly. Flying is nice, but I don't need to fly if I can just transport myself anywhere I want to. See what I'm saying? It's less work as well. It's less time traveling. I mean, I could like go to my girlfriend's right now, and then I could go into the Disney World park. Like, I could do whatever I want with it, but I could also like open portals. Like if someone's falling, or like if someone's trying to fight me, I just keep putting them through portals, into like a volcano or something. Like, I don't know. That was wild, but yeah, portals for me. What do I think wins Best Picture? It's no secret. I have I've talked about how I feel about the Oscars, and like I honestly, I need to just talk about this. I cannot do Oscar videos this year. I wanted to. I did like an Oscars reaction. My heart's just not in it this year. My heart's not in the Oscars this year, and it's been this way for a while now, where the Oscars have lost interest more and more. But like today, I don't know what's going to win. I don't know what I think is going to win this picture, but I could Google like the betting odds and like what has won everything else and tell you like most things feel like they're set in stone before the Oscars nowadays. And Best Picture, I saw The Power of the Dog was like favored, and now Coda is gaining momentum. I saw on Twitter. Again, I don't actually follow that religiously, but to all of you in here, this will probably upset you. If The Power of the Dog wins Best Picture, like that's bullshit. Like, that's not the best movie of last year. It's fine. It's actually quite boring, and it's a very well made movie, but the best movie of last year, no. Sorry, that's my opinion, of course, but it'll probably win. I still haven't seen Nomadland. Never will probably. Not a movie I really care to see, and there's growing more and more each year a separation between like movies and the Oscars, like movies people love and the Oscars, and it's sad to see, but. I don't love Dune, but I would love if Dune won Best Picture. It would feel like a win for like movies that people love universally. Like West Side Story winning would be awesome. King Richard winning would be awesome. It's frustrating because if you look back at the 2000s, even the 2010s, like what happened to those epic movies that just won Best Picture, or like even a Rocky, a movie that was just a simple movie, like. I guess it's the evolution of filmmaking and storytelling in a way, maybe. But I mean, like there was a time where the best movie just won. Like I feel like if you polled people of the nominees, like West Side Story and Dune were almost universally loved, and they made a decent amount of money at the box office. People talked about them. Maybe it's just the discourse about these movies just kind of faded away. I don't know. It's weird though if you look at like the movies that won in the 2000s. For example, Gladiator, Return of the King, The Departed, No Country for Old Men, even, which is more bordering on indie-ish in a way. You know what I mean by that? Like not full on, but more so like it's definitely more. What's the word? I hate to use the word like artsy, but it kind of is that. But it's still a damn good movie. Whereas nowadays, I don't view like 10 years from now, for example, in 2030. I don't know if people are going to be like raving about Nomadland. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's not the same. It's strange. It's strange, but I don't know. It's weird. The recent Best Picture winners, it's just kind of made me not as interested in the Oscars, and just the way that it all becomes just a big damn publicity stunt in a way, a drama that surrounds it and everything. It's like, I'm kind of over it. My fourth round of the Batman was in Dolby. The seat never stopped shaking. It was dope. Yeah. I might have gotten nauseous in that thing if it was like if you're, what's that movie? U571, the submarine movie with McConaughey. Like I bet that one would have been crazy to see. All right, speed round time. I'm gonna take a sip of water and do a little speed round because I got off on a tangent there. All right, speed round time. Favorite Pixar movie, Ratatouille or Toy Story 3? How would I rank the first 5 Fast and Furious films? 5 would be the best, and then probably 1, and then I would say 4, 3, 2, maybe? I don't even know. It's been a while. Do I think Deadpool? Yes. Deadpool, I think, will show up in Multiverse of Madness. Keep, watch, burn. RDJ movies, Tom Hanks movies, Christian Bale movies. Wow. In the interest of time, I'm going to say... This is so hard, but damn. I have to keep RDJ movies because of Infinity War, Endgame, Iron Man, Civil War, and like the MCU. Like those are the ones I'm gonna rewatch a ton. I'm gonna watch Tom Hanks movies. I'm gonna burn Bale movies. That's insane. I'm burning the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm aware of that, but I gotta watch the Toy Story movies and Forrest Gump. They just mean a little bit more to me. So that's what I'm saying. Have I seen Coda yet? I have not. I plan to watch that actually. That's one that I feel like people love that would be cool to win Best Picture, kind of bouncing off what I was just saying. Like, I know people love this movie. It's like a feel-good movie people can rally behind. I'm going to watch that one this week, I think, and maybe even make a video about it. But I'd be totally cool with that winning. I don't know, though. I have a lot of catching up to do. I just realized. Holy shit. All right. If you want to guarantee that I get to your question, by the way, because I see a lot in here. I see Brando Critics in here. I'm going to get to that in a second. I'm excited as hell to be on Brando Critic stream on the 22nd, by the way. I mentioned that a little bit earlier as well. But yes, Coda, I'm going to watch this week. Welcome in, Arthur. No worries, dude. Morbius. Yeah, Morbius looks kind of whack, honestly. I think it's going to be a disaster at the box office. Let's see. Patrick Stewart, I think, is going to be playing a variant. Yeah, I think he's going to be playing a variant of the Fox movies. Most anticipated 2023 movie. Off the top of my head, probably Christopher Nolan's movie because of the cast. My God, Oppenheimer. It's got anyone you can think of is in that movie. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I have not seen the movie Rush Hour. I have not. Have I seen Office Space or Idiocracy? I have not. I know Office Space is one of those classic comedies people say I got to watch. I just haven't seen it. Maggie says it took a lot of force to sit through 2001: A Space Odyssey, but I'm glad I did because it really shows how movies have changed since then and how much is referenced in other films as well. Yeah, totally fair. Like it's one I should watch one day, but I don't know if I will. Like it's tough. It's tough. Eddie the Goat is in here. What's going on, man? I saw what did I see recently? Maybe I'm making that up. I thought I saw you posted something and I was going to mention it, but I'm totally blanking right now. Speaking of feel-good comedy, I recently watched I Love You, Man. It is fantastic. I have not seen that one, but I think that's one that my friend, again, Trevor... wait. Oh, the Wi-Fi. Hold on. The Wi-Fi. Can you guys hear me? My Wi-Fi did that stupid thing. I might still be lagging right now, but let me know. I'm going to scroll down in the chat real quick. We got Brandon in the house. What's good, man? I don't know if you're still in here, but welcome in. I'm also excited to talk in a few days. It's been too long. What's one Funko Pop that you don't have that I wish I did? I really wish I had the Indiana Jones Funko Pop. It is extremely rare, but it's one of him holding the idol and having his whip from the first Indiana Jones movie. That's one of my like holy grails, I call it, which I actually referenced in my recent YouTube video. That would be one so sick to own. A must own, I would say. I love Indiana Jones, so that would be awesome. It's fake about Shia LaBeouf? Well, damn. I'll be damned. Well, is the concept of the movie actually happening, though? That would be sick if that was actually a real movie that was happening, a Bullet sequel. That would be awesome. Manifesting May will be the best month of the year. Manifested. I'm right there with you. We got so much content coming out from Stranger Things, Multiverse of Madness, Obi-Wan. It's going to be a dope month. I'm really looking forward to it. And we were just talking about you, Brandon. I don't know if you're still in here. I'm going to scroll down to see. We were just talking about you. I said I was rewatching your stream with Sasha, and it was damn good conversation to be had. And I actually quoted it directly. And great stream. I was listening to it on my car ride the other day. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Shia is fake. Yeah, okay. So Shia is not going to be in that movie. I don't know if that movie's happening, but he is directing a Bullet sequel, though. Hype. That is hype. Unpopular opinion, I like Joker and the Dark Knight more than the Batman. That is a little unpopular, but not too unpopular. I think Throwing Joker in there makes it a little unpopular, but Dark Knight over Batman, I've heard a good bit of people stay true to the Dark Knight. So I prefer the Batman. I think it is better as well. I prefer it, and I also think it is a better movie. But I see where you're coming from. I think all three are really good movies. Joker would be my least favorite of the three, but all really good. Rewatched Dune the other day. That movie is so big, it's hard to get into, honestly. Yeah, that's what I was talking about the other day. I said, I think that I'll like the first Dune more when I've seen it all, because I didn't read the book, so I haven't seen it all. And it feels very abrupt, the ending, to me, and people have called me like stupid. I don't care. Like, it genuinely feels like so abrupt in the end. People are like, no, this is why. And I'm like, I hear them out on it. Like, multiple people. I'm the only person that I think I know in real life who doesn't love that movie to death. Like, I think it's okay. And I've had to have conversations about it over and over. And it's like, I'm defending my stance on it. It's a very grand movie, visually stunning and all that, but I just don't know how into it I am. Like, I'm not buying into the world as much as other people, I guess. Like, it doesn't feel like groundbreaking or anything. Maybe I'm crazy, though. Which villain would you take over the other, T-1000 or Killmonger? I think Killmonger is probably a better villain. T-1000 is a little, and again, I can't even speak about this because I've seen the Terminator movies once. But Killmonger, I think, stands out in my mind more. Like, T-1000 is cooler with what he can do, his powers and all that, but Killmonger, his purpose might be more. Brando says, Chris's blood doesn't boil when he talks about the Oscars, but his piss does. That's a good one. Oh, man. Dune's not for everyone? Yeah, I agree. I concur. New posters? Yes, Arthur. You already know I had to hang them up. I had to find room for them in the movie room. Boom, right here. Check out my recent video for some in-depth kind of thoughts on that. Let's see, where was I in the chat? Why is Power of the Dog getting so much love? Worries me that it's going to win this picture. Feel like Coda should win. You should definitely check it out. Yeah, I'm going to watch Coda, and I'll if I love Coda, I'll root for it. Like, I'm honestly like, I'm confused by Power of the Dog as well. Like, what was so best picture about it? I don't know. I really don't get it. Multiverse of Madness or The Flash? Give me Multiverse of Madness all day. The Flash seems like it's a little bit of a disaster right now behind the scenes. It's done. Well, hats off to you, my man. I hope you like the way it turned out. And if it becomes a public thing, I would love to check it out once it's all done. Absolutely. It's awesome to see, all that hard work pay off in the end. So congrats, my friend. Favorite Spanish phrase? I cannot speak. Favorite Spanish phrase? Let's see. I don't know why, but in like not middle school. Yeah, technically. In high school, when you wanted to go to the bathroom, you had to say it in Spanish class. So you'd go, "Puedo ir al baño?" Can I go to the bathroom? I think is what that translates to. So probably "Puedo ir al baño." But another funny one that obviously is in Deadpool too is "Donde está la biblioteca?" Where is the library? Don't ask me why. Jeffrey, what's going on? What's going on, young Jesus? Maggie's got to head out. Well, peace. Have a good night, Maggie. Hope all is well. Doing a little bit of catch up right now still. I believe he's gotten taken off a bunch of press lists. Well, that's good to see because we all know who leaked that stuff for No Way Home, and they don't deserve to go to anything after that. It's truly awful what they did. So no respect for that man at all, unfortunately. Let's see. Coming soon? Hell yeah. Good news. I'll be on the lookout. I have not seen anime. I've heard good things, and I know there's a big community for it, but I just have never gotten around to it. Have I seen X? I talked about this earlier. I have not seen X yet. I don't know if I'll get around to it, but I've heard good things, especially from my friend Trevor. Moon Knight and Morbius are the same week. Yeah, it's honestly crazy that Morbius is coming out. Like, genuinely. This movie comes out in how many days? 12 days? Is that right? April 1st, I want to say. 12 days, we're getting Morbius. Pretty wild. Hey, Chris, how's it going? What are your top 3 PTA films? Great question. I would have to say Boogie Nights is number 1. That's the king of his movies for me. And if you haven't seen Boogie Nights, it's a mature movie for sure. But it's a damn good movie. A 5 out of 5 in my eyes. And It's very like 90s epic. And what I mean by that is like kind of like a Tarantino movie. They're very similar. But like the first half is like the rise of this certain star in a certain industry. And then the second half is like the fall, and the second half of that movie is incredible. So yeah, Boogie Nights would be number one. Number two, I would probably say Magnolia, which I like a lot as well, which it's like Magnolia is the weirdest movie for me to like. Like if you guys have seen me watch movies and review them on the channel, it's like it has a lot of my like common tropes of movies that I don't like, from like a stylistic thing to just a plot thing. But I was so entranced in this movie from the opening, and like the use of the song One in like the opening title, and just like the really like attention to detail and just time put into like the opening, and the way everything intertwines, like it's chillingly good. Tom Cruise also should have won an Oscar. So I'd go Boogie Nights 1, Magnolia 2. I still have to see Phantom Thread and Inherent Vice. Number 3, I'd probably say Punch Drunk Love. Punch Drunk Love is good. But I also, The Master and There Will Be Blood, I have seen. I'm going to rewatch those movies down the road when I get a little bit older and wiser, maybe. I'll have a different appreciation for them. But I thought There Will Be Blood was going to be one thing, and it was the other completely. So I think I need to watch that one again sometime. Alex Hero News, what's good? I do remember you. What's going on, man? How was Comic-Con? It was fun. Yeah, I have a video. I talk about it there. And it was a blast, honestly. A lot of people, a lot of walking, so I got a little tired, but really, really did have fun with it. Christy says, favorite Post Malone song? I'm going to go with, let's see. That's a good question. Let me pull up Post Malone on spot. One of his like classic songs to me, like a classic, is Congratulations. And I never get tired of listening to that. That's like a song that gets me like really hype and motivated. So that's like a classic favorite of mine, but I'll go off like every album. Let's see. I like his slower songs, like Stay is good, and that Circle song is good. But like, I really like Paranoid, which is the first one on Beer Bongs and Bentleys. That one's good. As far as Hollywood's Bleeding goes, Saint Tropez. Sunflower doesn't feel like a Post Malone song, but it technically is. That's like one of his good ones. White Iverson, those are like classic ones from like high school though, so I like that kind of stuff. More excited for the Marvel or DC movies in 2023? Marvel with ease. We've got Guardians 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp with in it, and I want to say the Marvels. So I'm more excited for that with ease. Watch out for Coda in Best Picture. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I've heard it's gaining a lot of steam, a lot of momentum. So I'm going to check that one out soon. I might be lagging right now. I just realized my Wi-Fi logo popped up. So if you guys can't hear me, let me know in the chat. But I think you should be able to hear me. Hopefully it goes away soon. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking out Coda. Apologies if I'm lagging, by the way. My Wi-Fi is a little weird right now. Let's see. Yeah, the Oscars views, it's going to be interesting to see if they have any views, man. I think it's going to be pretty low, especially with the movie. Like, yeah, I just don't see the interest. The public interest is gone in the Oscars. It used to be, a lot higher, but it's gone. Keep, watch, burn, Hugh Jackman movies, Arnold movies, or Liam Neeson movies. I'm going to keep Hugh Jackman movies because you've got the X-Men movies he's in, but you also have Prisoners, The Prestige. What else? A few other good ones. I'm going to burn Liam Neeson movies because like he's got Schindler's List and The Phantom Menace, which are good to me, but like a lot of stinkers, especially now. And I'll watch the Arnold movies. I'll watch them. Morbius looks garbage. It doesn't look the best, to say the least. Yeah, it does not look the best. I freaking adore Coda. I may be biased because I'm deaf, but dang, is it a great film? Yeah, man. I'm really, again, I've so many of you guys have suggested it and said I would like it that I will definitely be watching that at some point this week and probably make a video about it as well. And by the way, to everyone in here or on the replay, I do have a Patreon, and talking about Coda because I was thinking about videos for the week. I am planning to take it up another notch in the month of April with more and more videos, and I'm even going to run certain specials that I'll be making a video on announcing soon. But if you want to, get more videos from me on a weekly basis and kind of get to know you guys better, I do exclusive live streams over there. There's only like, way less people in them, so I can always get to every question. It feels a lot more personal. You can check it out over there. It's a way to help support the channel as well as I'm taking on this new step in my life. That is linked down below. I love the Patreon community, so there's my shout out to that. All right. Have I seen Surf's Up? I have seen Surf's Up. I watched it like once a long time ago. I barely remember it, but I dug it. It was a fun time. I watched it like I had like a summer camp to go to, and I like rented it from Blockbuster, and I think I watched it beforehand, so I have seen it. Yeah, why are the Indiana Jones pops so expensive? I don't know, but I wish they were cheaper so that I could actually get one of them. How do I rank the Indiana Jones villains? Walter Donovan, Molaram, Belloc, and Spalko. I would say Spalko's the worst, and then I would go Molaram, and then I would say Walter Donovan, and then Belloc. I like Belloc the best, but Walter Donovan's good too. But Belloc is such an asshole. But also Walter Donovan, you don't see coming as much. So those two are the best, though. That's a good, video idea, ranking the villains of Indiana Jones. I'm gonna write that down. I like that. I might do that like a tier ranking of the villains over the summer. I'm gonna write that video down, that idea down. Indiana Jones villains tier ranking. Villains tier list. Book it. Favorite John Cena movie? The Suicide Squad for sure. With ease. Peace, Reagan Talks Movies. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support, man. And again, clean profile picture. I dig it. I dig it. Am I going to see Top Gun Maverick? I am. I'm very excited. But like, I'm really skeptical. Like, we haven't heard about this movie in a while, and like, there's no new trailer footage. Like, I would expect a new trailer for that movie very soon. I know they've already spent a lot on marketing because of, we've got what, 2 or 3 trailers for it, maybe 2 trailers, but they should probably drop another trailer because a lot of people do not realize that it's coming out. We got Dank in here. What's good, Dank? Fresh poster. Thanks, man. Yeah, I love them. I'm glad that I found them. And where'd you get them? So look up Batman KM on Instagram, and you'll be able to find the guy that I bought them from. And he had a little booth set up at the Comic-Con, and it is so dope. So check that out. Batman KM on Instagram, I believe, is the Instagram. I follow them, so you go to my who I follow, you could probably see it there as well. Thoughts on Rocky and Rambo movies? Rocky franchise is great, especially 1 through 4. The Creed movies rock. Rambo movies I haven't really seen fully. I'm going to watch through them at some point and rank them, but I've seen parts of every single Rambo movie except for like the last one, which I don't even know what that's called. It's called John Rambo, I think, maybe. Or I don't even know. Rambo Last Blood, maybe, something like that. I haven't seen it though. Am I going to see Lost City? I may see Lost City. Yeah. I haven't decided yet, but it's not like I'm not urgently trying to go see that one, but I may try and check it out because it's a new release. I could talk about it on the channel, of course. I have seen The Nice Guys. The Nice Guys is actually pretty good. I got to rewatch that one. It's been since 2016 since I've seen that one. Like, I think I saw it in like November of 2016 when it came out on Blu-ray. I like rented it and watched it or something. But yeah, I have not seen Kiss Kiss Bang. Isn't that Bang Bang? That's the one with RDJ and Val Kilmer, right? And it's also the same director, I want to say. Shane Black, I want to say, maybe. I haven't seen it though. On YouTube eventually. Nice. Well, I'll check it out for sure when that time comes. Hype for Sonic 2. I kind of am. I watched the first one for the first time recently, and I watched the trailer for the new one. I was like, these movies are pretty sweet. They're pretty fun. They're harmless movies, and I think this one with Knuckles, especially Idris Elba being in it, it excites me. I think it's going to be pretty solid for sure. By the way, if you guys are in here, make sure to hit that like button. It helps out the algorithm. Let's see how many likes we're at. It's always a goal of mine to hit a certain number of likes on these streams, and I would like to hit. Let's see where we are right now. Let's see. We are at 21 likes. We got to get the likes up. Let's get to at least 40, right? We can do it. Hit the like button if you guys are in here, especially on the replay. 40 likes. Honestly, 50 on the replay. Let's get to 50 likes. We can do it. Let's see. What do you think of the Hulu movie Fresh? A lot of people love this film, and it's kind of have that cult classic vibe. Saw it yesterday, and it was very good. Cult classic for sure. I think it could have that vibe. I watched it once. Cam's seen it twice, I think, and it's a dang good movie. Like, it's a 4 out of 5, a strong 4 out of 5 at that. I mean, it's got twists and turns that you do not see coming. A wild performance from Sebastian Stan. It's grotesque as hell, and I dug it. Honestly. It's also comedic at times in a dark way. So I really liked Fresh. It's not for everybody, but I did like Fresh a lot. Thoughts on potential Scarlet Witch movie? It's hard for me to speak on this until I've seen Multiverse of Madness to see where a character stands after that movie. But I don't know how necessary it is because she already had WandaVision and she's already going to be in Multiverse of Madness. So like, how far do we want to go with Wanda? I don't know. But I can say that they'll probably do it because she is such a mega hit in the MCU. I mean, WandaVision is the biggest show, and I think that's probably because it was the first. But a lot of people love WandaVision. We could all theorize about it, and then she's going to have a huge draw for Multiverse of Madness. So they will likely set her character up to have a movie. I don't know what it would be about, but we shall see, especially after Multiverse of Madness. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Are you excited for Top Gun Maverick? I already answered that one, actually. Let's see. Best TV show so far this year, is it Ozark? I've watched Ozark, Pam and Tommy, Peacemaker, and Boba Fett. So I think those are the ones I've watched this year. Of those, Ozark is easily the best. But Peacemaker is really damn good, and so is Pam and Tommy. Well, Pam and Tommy's all right. Pam and Tommy's interesting. I think that it should have been dropped all at once. Like, Pam and Tommy was an interesting story. It wasn't the best thing I ever watched. It was all right. Peacemaker was really dang good. The Boba Fett show actually kind of it's tragic to say this because I love Star Wars and I love a lot of characters that show up in it, but it's an all over the place show, not very great. Ozark season 4 part 1, fantastic, and season 4 part 2 I think is going to be one of the best conclusions to a TV show ever with ease. It is so damn good. Looking through the chat here. Let me take a sip of water real quick. My mouth's super dry. Hold on. What's your biggest motivator when doing YouTube and trying to grow? So for me, it's basically I love this community I've built and meeting people, and also making content is just my passion. It's the thing when I wake up in the morning, the first thing on my mind is what am I doing for YouTube or TikTok or Instagram today? So I love it. And I think that passion and love that I have just grown to have over the years is what fuels the fire to want more, to grow the community more. And that's really for growth, especially, is to not get discouraged by a period of stagnant following or subscriber, not get too caught up in the numbers as like it's really like that's the downfall, I think, is getting caught up in the numbers game. So that's kind of where I stand with it. But I can say, once you find a community of people that, constantly hang out, like everyone in the stream, and you can just talk to people and you get to know them better, the genuine connection you have with people, it's like, that's the best part of it all. I really believe that. And I met my best friend through YouTube, Trevor from Film Geeks. I mean, we talk every day. I mean, he's not on the channel every day. We used to do live streams all the time. We're both busy, but I talk to him every single day. And I'm going out there to California in July. I cannot wait. So yes, very, very excited for the future. And it's just every day I wake up and I love what I'm doing. And that's the kind of the mantra, the mindset I'm going to have going forward. We got Guy at the Movies in here with the super sticky. Thank you, man. I do appreciate it. And he also asked a question: why are you the GOAT, and is The Greatest Showman the best movie ever? This is going to upset you to a measure that I am sorry. It's going to upset you, but I appreciate you saying I'm the GOAT, but I have not seen The Greatest Showman. I know it pains me to admit that finally, but let me just say, I've danced to The Greatest Showman because I took a theater dance class in high school. And it was like, that's a boys and girls class where you like dance together and we do a show, right? It's part of all the girls classes and the actual dance classes. And then the dudes or the girls and the guys would have dances together. And the big opening number for the show was a Greatest Showman. And it's that song, the opening song of that movie, I assume, or the big song from that movie. And I danced in that. So I felt like a liar ever since because I've never seen it. I lost Guy at the Movies. He says goodbye. Yep, that's a wrap for our friendship. I have officially lost him. No, I'm gonna watch it eventually. I just haven't seen it, and it's a shame that I haven't seen it. I've heard it's really great. I love musicals, so I don't know why I haven't seen it. I think it's because it came out at a time in my life where I was like, that looks kind of stupid. And for whatever reason, I just haven't gone and watched it. YouTube, subtract my super sticker. Yeah. $2 down the drain because you sent it to someone who hasn't seen The Greatest Showman. Oh man, yeah. I'll watch it eventually, and when I do watch that movie, I will let you know exactly what I think of it. Oh, that's awesome. Film Lover 134 says favorite A24 film. Good question. I think it might actually be The Disaster Artist. I like that one a lot. I might also have to say Uncut Gems is good. Uncut Gems. And what else is there? I haven't seen. I'm not a big horror fan for the A24 stuff. Mid 90s is one that's really underrated. I like mid 90s a lot. So I'll say that. Hopefully, The Boys season 3 isn't like Diabolical. That was disappointing. You know what? I totally forgot about The Boys Diabolical. It came out the weekend of the Batman and Fresh, and I just totally forgot about it. And now I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to watch it, which is kind of not what you want in a show. You know, like it should have that word of mouth, that positivity. But I genuinely don't know if I'm ever going to get around to The Boys Diabolical. But season 3, on the other hand, cannot wait for season 3. Cillian Murphy is definitely an underrated actor. I agree. No doubt about it. I haven't seen Peaky Blinders. I've heard he's great in it, though. White Vision. Yeah, where is White Vision? Like, what's going on? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, White Vision. Like, what's going on with that? I'm really curious to know what's going on with that. So who knows? Guy at the Movies, I appreciate you stopping by. Let's see. Better Call Saul review soon. I have to start the show. I know. And I think the final season starts in, season 6 soon. It comes out in like a few weeks, right? Like April 24th, I want to say, or end of April. So I'm probably not going to be able to get through all of Better Call Saul before then. So I will talk about Better Call Saul one day on the channel, maybe some tier list or something, but I haven't seen it yet. I know. I need to get on it, but I just haven't. I love Breaking Bad and I love El Camino. Haven't seen Better Call Saul. Don't know why. Just haven't. Sydney Sweeney as Black Cat or Spider-Gwen in Madam Web. Yeah, I think so. And I don't know why they would make a Madam Web movie and have Spider-Gwen in it if they weren't going to make a movie called Spider-Gwen. Just make a Spider-Gwen movie and have Madam Web be the villain. That's kind of where I'm with that. But I think Black Cat would work. But a Spider-Gwen too, she could do it. It's just, why is Sony making a bunch of villain movies? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Morbius is going to bomb, I think, unfortunately. And that might lead to some cancellations and delays for their future projects. Their solo villain projects that there's a lot of confidence in them. I'm not particularly sure why, but we'll see what happens. That's all I'm going to say. But guys, I think we're nearing the end of the stream. Did about an hour and 7 minutes here on the stream tonight. I'm probably going to call it though. I'm going to do some housekeeping for the week for YouTube. I need to watch a movie tonight because I'm trying to watch like as many movies as I can, like just to feel good, like really deflate at night. But if you guys want to check out my most recent video, it is my first ever Comic-Con experience. I went to Fandemic Tour in Atlanta, had an absolute blast. Didn't vlog as much as I would have liked, but I still made a video out of it, and I talk about it in the end of the video as well. Also, go subscribe to my girlfriend Cam's channel. She's going to have an in-depth vlog coming very soon that will have more like time put into it for sure, because mine, more quality, I should say, because mine, I like wanted to vlog more, but I was just really living in the moment and having fun. And I was like, damn, I forgot to vlog as much as I wanted to. So that's kind of a bummer. But that is going to do it for this stream. Happy Sunday to all. My voice cut out there. Happy Sunday to all. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will be live streaming, not on my channel this week, but on the Brando Critics channel, which you guys subscribe to him. He was in the chat earlier. That's going to be on Tuesday night. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'll be promoting it on my social medias, which are all linked down below as well. Feel free to become a patron. I'm really having a fun time growing that community over there. It's a way to help support the channel. That I'm growing this community more and more, and I'm getting to know each and every one of the patrons more over there. I'm going to be running a special very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that, where you might be able to get access to all the phases by just signing up at the first phase, and that will be a 1-month thing, and I'm going to have some different deals running, so I'll make a video, maybe a channel update talking about the future of Patreon soon, but I'm really going to ramp it up in the month of April, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Really looking forward to growing that community, but thank you guys again for being here. Hope you have a great week. Check out my recent content, all my social medias. I post on TikTok, all that good stuff. Again, everything is linked down below. Shout out to everyone who was here in the chat asking questions. Media reviews, have a good night. Mad Titan, everyone who was in here. Max, if you're on the replay. Aiden, if you're on the replay. Everyone have a great week, and I'll be posting content throughout the week. And again, like I said, Brando Critic stream is coming soon. But thank you guys again for being here. That's going to do it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.